Yep, 4024. I'll take that, thank you. And now let's hope that they are still over there. If not, they should be at their sleeping zones. You are so lucky that you're part of the publishers of the game and can get early access. Well, luck and a lot of hard work, honestly. I was in this industry for quite a while before I became a community manager. I spent something like 8 years in localization QA, and then I was a moderator for about 1.5 years, I think, before I became a community manager. So, while there is certainly an element of being in the right time at the right place and knowing the right people, there's also a lot of doing the work and actually showing that you can do the work. And also one of the things that people always think, oh, you're so lucky to have access to products so early. Sometimes the game is in a state, because it's pre-launch and not everything has been fixed, where you're like, I wish I could experience this at launch when actually all the bugs are ironed out. Instead of like right now where it's still kind of glitchy. What are the responsibilities for being a community manager? The easiest way I can describe it is you are responsible for protecting the developers from the community from the developers, and the community from each other. Basically, your job is to make sure that the community isn't tearing itself apart, that the feedback from the community goes to the developers in a way that is actually useful for the developers, and that nothing is leaked early or anything like that, that nobody says anything that they shouldn't say. Basically make sure that all the communication between the developer and the publisher and the community is going correctly as it should. Making sure that the community is informed about patch notes and DLCs and all of that. And just making sure that the community is treating each other nicely. I guess it will get wild when the game releases officially. Well, I think I've said this before, but the actual day of release is usually not so bad. Because on the day of release, most people are playing and just enjoying the game. So unless the game is in a really bad state, or unless the game is really not what it was promised to be, release date is usually fairly calm. At least for the first couple of hours, because people are just playing the game and having fun playing the game. The day before release, that is usually the really, really busy one, because everybody is super excited and looking at early review footage and whatnot. And then, of course, also the day after release, when when the honeymoon period is starting to wear off and everybody is like, yeah, I found like these and these many bugs, and this was bad, and this was great, and this was awful, and then the reviews start rolling in and everything. But it always depends on the product. Like, we've had games where we thought, oh my god, it's going to be super busy, and then it was not very busy at all because the game was in a good state and people were just happy playing, and there wasn't much to discuss, because how often can you say this was great before it gets boring? And then we've had games where we thought, oh, this is probably going to be fairly smooth and fairly simple, and then something went horribly wrong and we had to do crisis management for a couple hours. You never know. You can't tell. Every release is a bit different. Okay, I do hope those mule deer are still at their drink zones. Or at least if they are not at their drink zones, that they are still in a... that they're still in a place where we cannot spook them too easily. From our guardian, much like working in an ice cream factory, it sounds better than it is. Yeah, like, I think that's the same with every single job. It always sounds a lot more amazing than it actually is once you get there. Like, either the job sounds amazing and it's actually a lot more demanding, or a lot more or has a lot more parts that you don't like so much than you thought. Or it is a job that sounds absolutely awful on paper, but then it actually turns out it's a lot nicer than you thought. Like, very rarely will any job in the world turn out to be exactly what you expect it to be. I had a thought, actually. Like, I imagined getting Reanimal 2 if Reanimal ends with an open ending. I would love that. I honestly have no idea how it ends. I am not aware yet. And I have no idea if there are any plans for a Reanimal 2. But probably it's way too early to tell. Okay, so we do still have our deer over here at that zone. (160 to 180 meters). Let's see if we can get over this hill first. Personally, I find the problem with open endings is always, sometimes you can tell the developers were planning to make it like a trilogy or something, but then it didn't turn out that way. And then if you have an open ending, you're just left with basically a half-finished story. I think that is always the problem with open endings. Like, yeah, if everything turns out like you expected, then it's gonna be great. But if it doesn't, then it has the potential to be problematic. Okay. You are over there. Where exactly are you guys? Oh, down there. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, that's gonna be... Well, that's not gonna be easy to look at. Oh my god. Why can't these deer ever be in a place where they're easy to scout? Mature female. 1-star young. Okay, we should have one with really big antlers if he became a 5-star. If he didn't become a 5-star, then... Actually, we can probably speed this up a little bit. And by the way, my brother is sick downstairs. Hope he feels better soon. Oh yeah. Hope he feels better soon. Let's look for both low fit and high fit. And then we will be able to see oh, they are alerted now. Okay. Okay, there is... Oh, there is actually one with super big antlers. 5-star! We got him! Thank you. Oh, are you really? Please don't spook. There we go. Got him. So that's gonna be our mule deer, and then we're gonna get our moose and finish the storyline. Will you play Little Nightmares 3 when it comes out? This is gonna sound awful, but I haven't even played Little Nightmares 1 or 2, so I will not be playing Little Nightmares 3. I have way too many games in my backlog and way too much stuff going on at work. 90.34%, so he was barely a 5-star. But he did make it.
Last one.
Bless him. Okay, let's get our moose and then we can finish the story. It's gonna be this one. Alright. I bet the third game will be the scariest one. Well, we'll see. I just hope it will be a good game. Not because I'm personally invested in it, because again, I haven't even played Little Nightmares 1 and 2. But because I know there's a large fan base that really loves the games, and is really looking forward to the third game. And I hope you guys will be happy. I hope it will be everything you hope for. Alright, now we're gonna get this moose. This should be fairly easy because we know he is low fitness. So we know we can call him with the caller. And both of his zones are right next to each other, so we don't have to go looking for him for very long. I just hope Reanimal and Little Nightmares 3 don't come out at the same time. Yeah, that would be inconvenient. I do not like that we have the wind pretty much in our noses for. Okay, can I already see where this moose is? No. Where is he? Is he at that meat zone? I can't see anything. Alright, well, let's just call him. Me personally, first Reanimal for me. Well, we'll see how it goes. We do unfortunately have zero influence on the publishing schedule of other companies, so that will depend a lot on Bandai Namco as well. Oh, there he is. I'm gonna take this shot from right over here because we do have the wind against us. 200. Let's go. I'm gonna place a second shot because I really don't want to risk having to track this guy. I just really want to finish the main story and be done for today. Oh my god, it's already 10:40. This took longer than I thought it would, honestly. And I do need to get to bed early today because I have to get up early tomorrow. Supermassive Games are developing 2 games at the moment, Directive AD20 and Little Nightmares 3. Good, means they're busy. Okay, so the first shot would have been enough. 39.16. Goodbye.
This will be the best party ever.
Alright, let's finish the main story. And then we're done for the day. Don't remind me, alarm clock rings at 4:45. Oh my god, why are you still here, my guardian? Okay, gonna finish the story quickly and then I want you to go to bed.
This is no summer story. This is a story of present fall. And the story of every friend you made. Bustin' Dustin, burly of stature, but soft of heart.
Can somebody give me a hand?
Felicia Yee, an artist of taxidermy who believes her art shouldn't be stigmatized. Ludovic Vrukov, always educating American hunters on Slovak traditions. Matthias Ruiz, an author trying to find inspiration for his book. April Whaley, your childhood friend and a reputable veterinarian with courage and determination you can only aspire to.
Hey, you coming to help or what?
Hey, April. And finally, Noah and Timothy Whaley. One learned empathy when faced with the consequences of his actions. The other learned that chicken nuggets are made of actual chicken meat.
Yeah, just drop the knife in front of the kid. That's a good idea. Also, you'd better wash that knife before you continue chopping vegetables.
What's wrong?
I will save the animals!
They're already dead.
Wait. I have a gift for you.
Such a waste of good food.
Thank you.
Finally, the moment came. Take my temperature, but she didn't have a thermometer.
Do you want to see Hollywood?
How did you manage to...
It's not important. Why did you hide it from me?
I was ashamed.
Ashamed of my mom?
Ashamed of myself. I stopped talking to her, only for a few months. A few months before she left this world. Only because she was my daughter, and I threw her away like a pile of guts. Oh,
You don't have to be ashamed. It's okay now.
oh,
It's okay. You didn't know she'd be gone so soon. It's okay. I have news. I want to move here.
Attention everyone. I have an announcement to make. Starting tomorrow, I'll be retiring from Bear Den Ranch, and my grandson will be taking over the business officially.
Thanks.
The end.
And there we go. That's the main story for the main map of this game, Nesper's Valley. We are going to finish here for today. And next week on Saturday, we are going to work on our remaining missions. So that's gonna mean we're probably gonna start by scouting some badgers because we still haven't run into a 3-star badger. And then we're gonna hopefully be able to do the other missions while we're aging up our badgers. Anyway, until then, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you had some fun. And I hope to see you guys again next week, Saturday, 7 p.m. Vienna time, as usual. Until then, stay safe, have a good week, and take care. Bye bye.